Yeah, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode of Regrowth, where we're bringing this cold, desolate world back to life, one block at a time. And in our last episode, we started working on some investigations with the nodes, trying to figure out exactly what they meant. And apparently, I read some of the information wrong, so we're going to address that just for those of you that don't know much about nodes and you didn't read the comments in my videos. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then I really didn't get a chance to get all the stuff together for the advanced stabilizer. However, I did do one thing that has been... what button am I thinking of pushing? One thing that I've been saying I needed to do, but I finally actually did it. And I did it up there. Basically, well, I don't want to tell you what I did. I want to show you what I did. So if we come on up here, you'll see, look, we're getting recharged. So I went in here. I had to really think small and compress what we have down there, which is really big. But if we go right here, this is kind of the middle. You can see we have the same setup, and it's working pretty good. I had to make a ton more coal, but it seems to be working pretty good. So I think that's good, and it should be able to reach us no matter where we are up here. So if we end up using up our flight power and our mana starts going down, this will be able to recharge. And the other thing I was thinking is maybe, I can't remember, we did the ME system, I believe, right? And so I was looking, is this where I was looking? No, this isn't the part where I was looking at it. But I was looking in, maybe we could transfer, we don't have Tesseract, because we don't have Ender IO in here, I don't believe. So I can't make a Tesseract to transfer power. But we do have the wireless capability, I believe. So W-I-R-E. Is it called wireless? I think it's this guy, the wireless terminal. I think I carry that. But isn't there one, like the wireless receiver? If I build another storage system up here, can I use the wireless receiver? And isn't there a wireless transmitter? Access point. I don't know, that's definitely something to think about and play around with to see if we can actually get... I know we have the iMag stuff, and I don't think that will work. But maybe between like the wireless access point and the wireless receiver, we could get it to work. And even if we had to take our wire that's there and kind of thread it down so that it was basically inside the center there, I think that would be worth it and pretty cool. So let's go ahead and talk about nodes real quick, because I got lots of information on them. So where I was saying, you know, a giant 7x7, I was thinking completely wrong there, that how many actual nodes we'd end up having. Well, no, we'd still have the same amount of nodes, but what I was told by both people, another game please in Infinitomes, I hope I said that right. they changed their name from what it was before, which I already can't remember what it was. But there's a couple interesting things. One is when we kill mobs, if we have this in our inventory, when we go collect the essence and stuff like that, the XP bubbles, it should actually charge up our wand just a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. The other thing, I don't have it on me. I have it in here. So that definitely could be one thing. And they, I think it was Infinitomes, Infitomes, not Infina. Infitomes said that what you can do is... Where'd I put my dirt? I don't remember where I put my dirt. So anyway, he was saying that what you can do is build a mob farm, and you can actually just beat up the mobs, if this is on your toolbar, it actually charges. And I think we've seen when we've killed mobs, we get the regular XP bubbles, but then there's like little gray, greenish, light green, kind of olive greenish colored things that are also floating around. And I think that might be what he's actually talking about. So, but what I want to do, I'm going to go grab some dirt because I kind of want to show you, as I understand it, I could still have this completely wrong, but they were talking, both Infitomes, and Another Game Please. I like Another Game Please's name because it's really easy. So what we have here is if it were just a big old square, but they're actually talking about it being a cube. So we'd actually have one here, and then 1, 2, actually it's probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I remember saying something about that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what about there? Nope, one off right there. So on top of these, you have to imagine these would be the actual nodes, right? And then that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this would probably be a node, if I'm thinking correctly. And now I'm just using these two. And the dirt underneath the node would probably be the stabilizer. Now that's about right. So go one, let's just get down real quick. Oh, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Is that right? Get up on top of that. Yeah, that looks right. And then do it right here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go ahead and put that there. So these, the stone blocks would be the actual nodes themselves. Let's grab out, look at me, I'm going to use the right tool just for you guys. So if I'm understanding right, oh, this is a slow shovel. Oh, come on. There. So those would actually, the stone would be the nodes. The dirt would be, I'm guessing, the stabilizers. And I'm assuming that they don't have to be placed on top of ground. I mean, if so, then we could always put something underneath it, right? And then if we went, let's see if we go, boom. I think that's, no, that's not right. We have to go here. I'm probably making this way, way harder than it has to be too, by the way. So if we did, I think maybe there, and then I think it'd be there, would be maybe right here. That might be, no, actually that should be right, because right there would be our final node, which should be basically in the center of all these guys. It should be 2 blocks down and then 3 blocks over, I believe. Is that right? So anyway, this is kind of what I'm thinking that they're saying now, is that it would be like this, and all your lower nodes would be here, here, oops, and there. And then we would have our stabilizers there, and then this would be our special stabilizer. This would be the advanced stabilizer, which we'll just use, let's use a log to go like that. And then so this is what they actually said. I'll just kind of go through it. If you really want to know the gist of what they're saying, you might want to check it out yourself. But as you can see, we still have the 8 corners, and then we have the one in the middle, which is the same thing we have over here. We have 8 on the outside instead of corners, and then 1 in the middle. Now, one thing from what I understand is this one being 5 away from that one will not allow it to drain into this or vice versa. However, since this one is only 3 away from every one of them, they can all be sucked into it. And then this would be someone, I think it was Infitomes, gave me information on the types of nodes. So the types of nodes, he, and I'm assuming it's a he. I apologize if you're not a he. But anyway, they say, I also noticed you don't seem to know much about the nodes themselves, and that is correct. So here's a quick mini guide. Brightness affects recharge rate of the viz in a node. So a bright one recharges faster. A normal won't be noted, but is standard, so it doesn't have anything. And then pale obviously recharges slower. And fading nodes won't recharge at all. Ideally, the node you grow is the bright node. Then there's types of nodes that are special. These special aspects are chosen upon the node generating in the world and cannot be changed. Sinister nodes, like the ones you have, spawn zombies to attack you from time to time, and spread a biome around themselves which is supposed to be dark and sinister. In opposition, there are pure nodes. These spawn inside silverwood trees, and we have those over in our silverwood trees. I don't think you can get. Can you actually put those in a bottle and maybe take that log? I wonder, maybe you could use a diamond dolly or something, like, since it lets you move. It does let you move. Whatchamacallit? Why can't I think? Spawners. So why wouldn't it let you do that? I don't know. It's getting a little dark. I think it's raining. So that is the pure nodes, and are one of the few ways to create a node, like a sinister node. These also spread a biome around them, but is a good magical forest biome. See, I thought it was actually the trees that did that, but I guess it makes sense because the trees that we had grow that did not have a node in them, they actually were just on regular dirt. I think it's night. Let's run home. Let's do this real quick. Actually, I should have used the torch to be the node because they're shiny. So anyway, hold on. I'm just going to fly back home real quick, and then we'll continue reading what it says. Let's go up here. Look at that. It works. I love it. Let's see. So, pure nodes, magical forest. Then it says, but otherwise are pretty, just pretty comparatively to the wastelands and regrowth. So we get that's what the magical forest, which is that pretty nice light green kind of grass and stuff. Let's see. Hungry nodes are basically black holes and will suck in mobs, blocks around them. I recommend to avoid or just break them, as they are unwilling to cooperate with the thaumaturge's works. I'm sure I'm forgetting some kind of node property, but these are the ones I remember from my playthrough currently. So, really good information. I appreciate it. This person, Infitomes, also said, so is there a reason this episode was recorded in land mode? And yes, there was, because I was actually looking at the Thaumcraft cheats, but then I decided I couldn't remember the actual things. I was trying to get them, but I did go into the look at the Thaumcraft cheats before I started the thing, because we saw that we were missing those things. So I did bounce into there to get the information, but then I decided to just do it off camera. So I had the same mishap with my Thaumcraft player file, corrupting and losing all my aspects, research progress. But this also means your warp was reset. So, I didn't check that yet. Oh, sure enough it is. Look how dark it is. I mean, there's like a line right there. Maybe we should go... Is this like a special darkness? It just seems extra dark. I don't know. Usually I'm asleep. Oh, I'm not near my bed. Alright, so let's do that real quick. Let's see. They do mention also probably back up the Thaumcraft file, and I keep thinking about that, but then never do it. So one of the big issues is after every episode I'm thinking, oh yeah, I gotta back this up. But then I start another episode for the that I upload in the week. Usually it's my Pathfinder. And then by the time I've done that, I've completely forgot about Regrowth until I, do something during the week or something else. So it does kind of get neglected in that sense. He also mentions the 7x7 cube, not square, which we kind of already explained. And then he talks about how, or she, I'm sorry again, then they talk about how what they do is they kind of not necessarily cheat, but they take advantage of the system of if you just have your wand in your hand or in your hotbar and you kill mobs, when you go up to them, and I actually was gonna, I wonder if there's any mobs around here that we can kill. Hello, mobs. I don't see any. And it's nice and dark under here. They should just spawn at random. Anyway, I don't know if you've noticed it, but next time we're fighting mobs or anything, I'll try and point it out. I'll try and remember. But when they drop their XP bubbles, there's also like really light other green things. And I think that's what your wand will absorb if you have it in your hotbar. In other words, they just kind of fade away eventually. So, I think, let's see, speaking of moving nodes. Oh, speaking of moving nodes, someone mentioned using blood magic to move nodes. You can move nodes using the teleposer item, which also works as a teleporter for mobs and players too, as opposed to moving the nodes in jars. This will never damage the node. To make the teleporter though, you need to reach tier 4 in the blood magic mod, which coincidentally is exactly as far as the quest book will want you to go. So you can clear a bunch of quests and make progress on moving nodes for a cool setup in Thaumcraft. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. I'm thinking we might we're trying to get these, because weren't these actually part of what we're supposed to be doing? See, so those actually are probably too far apart, which would mean those can't. So it would have to be like right in the middle of these, right here, in order to suck from those two. So that's why we're not seeing anything here anyway. And look, it's already forgot about our movement again. I wonder if that means, because I haven't done anything, so I wonder if that means it knows it. I don't know. Let's go check that real quick. Where's our floaty island? There it is. I wonder if it's my render distance is set lower. I didn't think I had it very low. Let's go up here and check. Oh man, it already reset again. Stupid thing. I'll probably have to do that. But see, then I run into the issue where I start the episode and then realize, oh, we didn't do that. I wish I knew what caused that, because then I might figure out a way to stop it. Anyway, guys, we're just at 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I know all we did in this episode is some talking and some finer pointing out of how nodes work, and I appreciate those that from Infitomes and Another Game Please for their input and telling me, helping me clarify and understand a little better. Where are they anyway? Way over there. Understand a little better how those things work. I don't. Video settings. 8 chunks. I thought I usually have at least 10. Is that... Yeah, it's still over there, but that's okay. So yeah, anyway, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discords and my other YouTube channels. Tell people about my channel. Let's grow it bigger and bigger and have a giant Tasmanian family. Be awesome. And that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.